Welcome to Jason versus the Moon. In this video, we're going to go over the New Horizons at Pluto mission just briefly, and I'm here on NASA.gov homepage. I'm going to show you exactly what to do. Go to Galleries, and go to Image Galleries, and then if you just scroll down, you can see Mission Galleries, New Horizons at Pluto, and that's how I got to 4 or 5 of the images in this video. Okay, so what I did, you go here, and what kind of sucks on this part of NASA's website as opposed to the other galleries is that when you hover your cursor over the image, it doesn't give you any information, so you then have to click it, then you have to go down to feature image. And it's a lot of stuff just to get a little bit of information or whatever. But anyway, another thing you can do, you can always go to Galleries, Image Galleries, and then NASA Image Library. And this is a lot better because it actually gives you reference numbers to get back to the image instead of just trying to guess or remember how you navigated the website. So you would go New Horizons, let that load up, and then look, there's 769 images, videos, and audio combined for that. And that, anyway, that's just to give you the reference of how I got these photos, so you can do the same thing, and it just continues on for a while. What I did is I, of course, grabbed some of the photos, and we're going to put them into Shotcut. Which is a free Shotcut's a free download, and I mean you couldn't ask for more for free. It's pretty badass. So what we're gonna do here is this is one of the photos like almost everybody is familiar with now. NASA will call this a heart, but it's already been shown that if you superimpose an image of Pluto the dog, the Disney character, that it pretty much fits the mold here. So. Pluto, the planet, and Pluto the dog were supposedly named in the same year. I believe it was 1930 or something like that. But double check me. I'm not saying that's 100% fact. So let's go here, and let's see what happens just real quick. And without doing anything else, let's go ahead and let's zoom in 300. Can I get this a little bit? Yeah, try to give us a little more room there. And look at these real dirty edges. Almost like it's, I don't know. It makes you want to say it's atmosphere, but that's not. So we're just kind of checking out the edge there. Just real strange. Got this, little bit of haze, or I don't know what it is. But let's continue. Let's do 200%. Just gives a little bit more room. You can see, yeah, I don't know. Just some of the edges are a little bit weird. I'm not really seeing too much damning evidence on that. I mean, maybe it's got its small issues. Let's move on to the next one. So here, this is going to be dark side image. Let's see what happens with this one. Well, I'll tell you what, not too much is going to happen when we don't have level set. Okay, so this one I already did, and I think we can all agree is why is this right here showing up? Now just check out that area, and I'm going to take levels off. Strange, I mean, right? So anyway, maybe we would expect to see it here, and then all of this black, but instead we see it kind of coming into the actual planet, not just around the planet. I don't know, it's a very weird thing, so let's go ahead and mess with the gamma white, or on input white. Okay, and then let's go in. You can start to notice there's like these little white specks that just appear. Let's go up. I think there's a couple more in the... There's actually, look, there's one on the planet there. Nowhere else. And then here and here, so you can see we've got some weird stuff going on. Let's just try blue. Let's try green. And let's try red on this one. Yeah, just see, it looks like it's fake. It looks like, you know, it looks like all of this is just black, and then they had to superimpose something here, and then maybe put like just a bunch of shadow around it to make it seem, I don't know, it's just weird. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Let me check my time real quick. Okay, let's go here. Now this one, maybe nothing is going to really happen so much on the filters with levels, but just look at this photo, and you can sit there and go, gosh, that is amazing. If it's true, if it's real, which I don't think that it is at all. And you go to this, and you're like, I can't really tell, it's too dark, right? But then you go to this, and this is supposed to be taken by the same camera system. You got the Ralph and the LORRI. This is, you know, already it's pixelated, it's not very good, it's grainy, it's low quality, you got grays and black boxes all over. There's really almost no point to putting the levels on, but we're going to do it real quick because I really just showed this photo more to show that the quality can go from extremely high resolution, high quality to this, and it's taken by the same equipment. And you can say, oh, but it's out in space, and it's showing a dark part of this planet or something. Well, there's other times that we're going to see here shortly where it's plenty dark out, and other things are plenty dark, and it's perfect image. So yeah, so this, I'm not even going to, let's take levels off and just look at it for what it is, and to me that is not a good high quality image. And then you have this. This is also the same thing that took pictures of, well, just think about this. This is taken by the Ralph or the LORRI, more than likely probably the LORRI, since there's no color in it. But when we get to this next one, just watch what happens. And once again, I'm not going to adjust levels on here because it's just not going to do us any good here. I mean, but let's move on to this one right here. Okay, so this one is Jupiter and Io, which Io is one of the moons that apparently the New Horizons probe, what I read on a different article was that it used the gravity from Jupiter to help it slingshot it, you know, further out into space, all the way to Pluto or something like that. So this is supposed to be a legitimate photograph that either the Ralph or LORRI take. It has to be the Ralph because it's colored image and stuff, or maybe it's the LORRI and they added color. Either way, it's from one of the two camera systems, and it's the same that gave us this image, and it's the same that gave us this image. It's also giving us this image. Well, I beg to differ, so let's go ahead and show you why. I feel like this is complete BS. And that's enough right there. All I did was jack up the gamma. I haven't done anything else. Let's zoom in a little bit, especially on this moon here. What is that? Look at this. Not part of anything. Just out in space, right? But then look. I mean, you've got all this weird looking stuff that just doesn't look like it's real. And we've barely adjusted any levels. You've got all that going on, and then of course we always see the colored weird 90-degree angle boxes all over the place, but not even so much what I just pointed out, of course, is damning, but more than anything is this big gray area. Jupiter should probably come out around that way. So we're going to say that it's roughly cut in half. There's nothing out here, even though this isn't technically space, I guess, because this should be Jupiter and the moon in front of it. So we have all this big thing, like half the planet was superimposed. Let's go ahead and continue with the levels. Okay, you can see it's really just a mess. It's just a mess. Complete mess. So this is obviously fake. There's no way to justify that, and you can't say it's just JPEG artifacts. What's that gray box then? Okay, let's just kind of adjust a little bit more. Go into here, and just to get a close-up view of what's really going on. We'll just kind of scroll down, scroll back up a little and stuff. You can just kind of see. I mean, this is not how real pictures will work, even with JPEG compression. I mean, yeah, you'll get stuff, but this is like, where's the gray box coming from? That's just not something that you're typically going to see. I mean, it's just too strange. So we can sit here all day and talk about how this is a real image, but I just can't be convinced, I don't think. We'll move on to this one here. And let's see what we got going on. Okay, so I've actually, on some of my photos of different things through my telescope, I get this kind of effect. Real small little stuff, but not these 90-degree boxes. And so far, we're not getting those on here either. So you can see from one image to the next how drastic things are. I mean, if it was simply JPEG artifacts, why am I not getting it on this image here? Why? Because it's a different planet? I don't think that's going to be a good enough reason for me, but yeah, you can see we're not getting the same effects, not even close. Not even close. So, moving on. Let's see what this one does for us. Oh yeah, this is fake. Okay. Alright guys, I mean, we're still, and I'm just going back here because I want to see if I can find that exact photo. Probably would be able to find it, I hope. Well, you know what? I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll put the photos in the description so you can go back and find. I'll put the NASA IDs and everything. But you can see here on this one, I mean, it's blurry, it's just out of focus, and then you just got all this weird stuff going on. Why does it create a box? All of this pink, kind of purplish pink stuff, it almost creates like a box around it. And we've only adjusted the gamma, so let's go ahead and do this. Okay. That's just strange. Very, very strange. Let's just hit these colors real quick since we're already doing it. And like I said, man, I mean, just remember, I mean, we're just doing gamma, and look at everything it brings up. But when we did the previous one, let me check my time real quick. When we did the previous image here, we don't see all that, and that's really strange. We don't see any weird stuff like that. Let's just mess with the gamma so I can show you. Look, that's gamma only. But now when we come here, that's gamma only as well. So, yeah, that's super, super weird. Let's move on to the next one. Oh wait, am I here? Yeah, I am here. Okay, let's do this one. This is supposed to be, I think it's Io. And it's got some kind of plume. I think they call it some dust plume, or I can't remember. Like I said, I'll put it in the description. But yeah, so we've got that. And once again, we're not getting colored boxes and all that kind of stuff. Getting grays and blacks, kind of artifacts in space. The one weird thing about this is, look at right here, you get that perfectly, perfect crescent, or that Terminator line. And then as I go darker, it's just the whole planet kind of lights up. Let's try this. And then this also will make it go, I think the whole planet goes black. So I don't know what to think of that. It's very strange, to say the least. But there's that one, and let's go ahead and get to this one here. Okay, yeah, this will be the last one for this video, and maybe I'll continue on today or tomorrow with a second video and get a little more in depth. But let's see what we can get here. Okay. Almost really don't need words whenever I adjust the gamma. I mean, let's reset it. You can already see there's stuff going on. And I believe this is something like the first picture of Pluto. I can't imagine that that's one of its moons. It's damn near the same size, but I guess it's possible. I don't know that much about Pluto, but I know they can't decide whether or not it's a damn planet or it's an exoplanet, or a dwarf planet, or I guess a regular planet. Who knows? It's always up in the air. But here we go, and then boom, just gamma alone is enough to take that down. So let's go ahead and let's just mess with everything. Yeah, and so it's definitely strange. So, yeah, that's what we've got. That's just a handful of pictures from the New Horizons Pluto mission. Once again, feel free to go to nasa.gov for yourself. I mean, all this is on their website. No manipulations were done prior to showing the video, so yeah, we'll go ahead and end the video now, and I'll probably do a part 2, get a little more in depth, and then probably go over some of the information and specs on the cameras used on the New Horizons Pluto mission. Thanks for watching.